Hello, welcome back. This is another way we're going to work on programming with Scratch. Scratch is a powerful tool. It can do a lot. It's not really recognized by industry, but there are some jobs out there for people that code in Scratch. I think we're going to have fun with this new approach on creating games in Scratch. The key with this, though, is you really need to first understand the terminology. And so that's what we're going to spend the next few days on is going over the terminology and how we can maximize that. So pay close attention. First off, you will need to create a word bank. So open up Google Docs. I need you to title it and save it as this. The first words that we're going to go over, though, I want to put these in here with you. So characters. That is our first term that you need to look up. Now, write this down. Most gamers, the player uses an on screen character to enter the game world. It could be an animal, a princess, a race car, or even just a simple bubble. To create a sense of danger or competition, such games usually also have enemy characters that the player must defeat or escape from. So think along those lines with characters. Think of a game that uses characters, also known as avatars. You have your assignment in Schoology where you have to come up with the name of a game that you can list one of these in. So, for example, um, you might say Fortnite. Fortnite has characters in it. You have a lot of different avatars. So that would be a great one you could put in for this. However, you cannot use Fortnite on any of the other questions. You have to come up with a different game for each question. So you might want to save Fortnite for some of the other questions later on. All right. Next one we're looking at is mechanics. Okay. Mechanics. These are the verbs in a game. Actions such as running, jumping, flying, capturing, casting spells, using weapons. Mechanics are the core of the game, and well designed mechanics make a good game. So, again, write out that definition, but think what is a good mechanics? Action. For example, the simple game of Pong, the mechanics, you have a paddle that goes up and down, and you're to try to knock the ball back to the other side. Very simple. Whatever game you list for mechanics, give me an example or explain what the mechanics are for that game. Objects. Whoops. All right. Objects. Nearly all games include objects, from stars and coins that boost your health or scores to keys that unlock doors. Not all objects are good. Some get in the player's way, some sap their health or steal their treasures. Objects can also work together to create puzzles for the players to solve. Objects. This might be your maze game or your racing game where you have to go around objects or you want to actually hit objects. Some objects you hit, you get points. Some objects you hit, you lose the game. So think about that. Goals. Every game challenges the player to achieve some kind of goal, whether it's winning a race, conquering an enemy, beating a high score, or simply surviving for as long as you can. Most games have lots of small goals, such as unlocking doors to a new level or winning new vehicles or skills. Again, goals, such as Nitrotype. Your goal is racing against another student. The faster you type, the better your score, the more money you win, the better your ranking. So that's a good example of goals. But again, come up with your own game. You've got a lot of questions to answer. You need to start thinking of a lot of different games. Make sure you put down these definitions. This is a grade. I will be asking for you to share this with me. So go back and watch this video again if you need to. Controls. Keyboards, mice, joysticks, and motion sensors all make good controllers. Games have more fun when player feels complete control of the character, so the controls should be easy to master and the computer should respond instantly. All right, I'm going to pause on that. I will come right back here in just a moment. Thank you for waiting. I've taken the moment and I've gone through here and I've typed in the definitions for each of these terms with what we're doing. So please take a moment and look over these and type them up. It is part of your assignment in that you will have to demonstrate or share this with me for me to grade it. So take a moment. I've already defined all of these. I've talked about character, mechanics, objects, goals, controls. I did not talk about rules. Rules of a game tell you what you're allowed and not allowed to do. For example, you can walk through walls. Can you walk through walls or do they block your path? Can you stop and think or do you have to beat the clock? For example, nitro type. You don't have time to stop and think. If you did that, then the other racers would have gone on and won the race. So you have to be able to beat the clock or other racers in that case. World. Think about the world in which a game is played. Is it 2D or 3D? Does the player view the game from above or from the side or from within? Does the game have walls or boundaries that limit the player's movement, or is it open like outdoors? With that, you need to take the time to write this out, type it up, be prepared to share it with me. We will continue with this tomorrow. We have a lot more terms to go over and understand. You may go back, and if you want to go in Schoology, you have an assignment in TechCraft, week 17, search and find. In there, you will see these same terms. And it's going to say, list a game that has characters. You can only use that game once. So if you put down Fortnite or Minecraft, you're only going to be able to use it for this one time. The next one, does the game have objects? Again, you might now use Minecraft since you used Fortnite for the first one. List one computer game that has mechanics. Halo, that would be a computer game. So think about that. Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, all of these could apply to these descriptions. So think carefully. There are several definitions we've not gone over yet. So if you want to just write those games out beside these definitions so you have them for later, that would be a great opportunity and you can take care of that. Hope you're doing well. Stay healthy. Work hard and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.